Welcome back, Vicarious viewers. My name is Vicente, and I'm going to be reacting to episode 7 of the third season of Legion. So, we're getting towards the end. This is the second to last episode, and David is somewhere in the past trying to change what is going to happen. What time is he going to? We have yet to figure out. But last episode, Sydney's reborn mind inside of her head after her original mind was trapped in David's mind. Her fresh mind was loose as a freshborn baby on the astral plane and got picked up by Oliver and Melanie. And they gave her mind a fresh upbringing, teaching her empathy, compassion, trust, and love. Keeping the big bad wolf away from her, representing the truth. She had her own struggle trying to protect her or reclaim her innocence, save her innocence from the truth, which she failed at. This is my interpretation of what happened with that whole story. And she tried to bring her innocence back from the truth, and the truth is that sometimes you can't get your innocence back. At one point, she even finds her heart lying there on the side of the road. And the little vodka-drinking girl tried to give her her heart back, and she didn't take it back. But now she's back in the real world, in her body. Of course, Oliver and Melanie stayed behind in the astral plane. But she found the Carries. Male Carrie took female Carrie's injuries into his own body so that she could fight. And they found the time portal still open, which I think the time demons purposefully left open for them. And because I think they're pissed at David, but they're a little afraid to confront David themselves because, of course, he killed one of them. So they're using the people as their pawns. They're like, okay, if we can't play with David the way we want to, maybe we can throw other people at him that are going to mess with him. He ticked off some interdimensional beings, and they're playing right back. So let's see where David goes from here. Like I said before, I think maybe he'll go back to Season 1, where he still is able to at least meet Sydney and bond with her and form their relationship before making the changes for where everything got fucked up. But let's see. So here we go, episode 7 of season 3.
Evidently on Legion.
Evidently.
Let me talk. Where is she? Switch.
She's on the airship.
Like I said before, like all of this could have just been in his head to begin with.
Do-over.
Or at least just all a product of his own perceptions.
We'll be quick. One change. One small change.
Is it ever a small change? See, because then the door actually did finally close, which makes me think that they were controlling it. Because it was open just long enough for them to slip through.
How long?
David?
Oh, is he going back still?
I found someone. Like me.
Oh, is he going to help his father defeat Amal Farouk for good? So that he never possesses him. He was concentrating on his mother, maybe he'll concentrate on his father now? Well, that's cool. We'll get to see more of Charles Xavier in his battle with them all. But he had so much trouble just getting through to his mother to scare the fuck out of her. How is he gonna fare much better with his father? Maybe he'll have more success getting through mentally. Are they already mentally sparring before he even gets there? Maybe this is where he, like, finds out that he is really responsible for all of it. He does drive his mother crazy, and he is responsible for...
Sorry, are you here for
Would he
me?
be responsible for Amal Farouk even
Sir,
knowing about him as a baby?
Anna.
That would
sorry,
suck.
I wasn't expecting a...
Amal Farouk knows you're coming.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I am a subject,
A subject?
and my
Of Amal
king
Farouk.
is most excited to meet you.
He sees you.
Thank you.
Is it normal to feel dizzy? What is doing that? What is doing that?
Evolution. I've got the power to move through time, but my body's not strong enough.
Why is it doing that? What is doing that?
Wait!
Oh shit. Mess with time and time messes back. That's a lot of them. Or is he gonna raise some baby time demons under his own tutelage? Do you know what would be real poetic justice? Is if, through all of his efforts to go back, it results in him killing Xavier, like in the comics, when he dies, and when he goes back, he rings in the Age of Apocalypse, because Xavier isn't there to protect everyone. I mean, that would be comics canon. That would be pretty twisted. That would make me just want to explore the Age of Apocalypse in this universe. The real Age of Apocalypse. I mean, for what it was, the movie Apocalypse was a good movie. It wasn't what I was expecting from Age of Apocalypse, but I could appreciate it for what it was. But I wouldn't love a good, drawn-out adaptation of Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, Charles. I'm Amal Farouk. You're a scientist, soldier, father.
You know my family?
How could I not? Your every particle practically sings about them.
Just stop messing with your poor mother.
Did you do this?
Did we move your doors?
But you see them, yeah?
She can see
You're
them.
not crazy.
Why can she see them? She could never see David or Switch. Wait, now she didn't try to go through the door or touch it. Because before, didn't she touch it and all of a sudden she was, at least in her mind, back in the loony bin? I'd be like, who are you people and what are you doing on my lawn? And why are you in my house?
They're insane, you know. Babies.
I call it the astral plane. Don't tell me you have never been. Feel it. It exists between time and space. A land of the mind.
I saw a time demon.
What a privilege it is to see and be seen.
Isn't that what we all crave? For someone to see us? Oh, he turned his foe into a monkey. Oh, his dad can see him here.
I'm here to help.
Dreaming?
I had that same feeling. For 30 years. Open your mind. My son.
What's that?
His personalities.
Tomorrow he attacks and you fight Farouk in the astral plane. Your power against his, and you think you win.
Good morning.
Charles. Who is this?
An old friend.
Heck of a place you got here.
Sit.
Is
sit,
he
please.
nervous?
Any friend of Charles is a friend of mine.
Keeping him out. It's probably troubling him.
It really is quite delicious.
You should never have come.
Throws words back at him. Don't give him too much of a loose leash. Who knows what he's capable of. Oh, poor Switch.
David.
Aw.
Who is she?
She's means of getting here.
Everyone is someone, David. What is happening? What are you not telling me?
You're insane.
David? David isn't here right now. He had to go someplace quiet. You know what we have to do.
No.
Revenge. Justice.
Right.
Justice. We're here for justice. Because you couldn't protect us.
It's all gonna go to shit if his time traveler is dying and he can't get back and his personalities are swarming his mind.
Are you really here?
And the demons want him now. He killed one of them in their time. He wants to... Now they want to kill baby David.
Wake up!
Which, I mean,
I don't feel good.
might solve their problems,
Because you have a
but
concussion
still,
and punctured lung.
they want to be better than that.
We found David, but he's a baby, and we have to protect him because I don't know.
Dude, this may make the mom think she's even crazier than she already is. Shit. Poor Switch. Oh, but Amal Farouk can get to her.
They're all inside of me. Every tyrant has his supporters.
He turned them all into children. He trapped them all inside of the orphans? Oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Together. We'll crush him.
Easier said than done. Especially if he gets all of his knowledge from his future self, maybe?
What a journey I've had.
Ah, damn. It's now 2 Farouks. Oh shit. Okay. This shit just got real.
Interesting.
Damn. David didn't go back to season 1 or any of that. He decided to go back to the time he was going before, but instead of concentrating on his mother, he's concentrating on Charles Xavier. I wonder why this time they were able to come through and physically manipulate. Was it just the wristbands were better, or Switch was more developed? Because it seems like it's definitely more of a drain on her body. She is falling apart, and I feel really bad for her. I'm wondering if she's even going to survive this. Hopefully David will be able to maybe heal her body through his mind, make her better, because reality is whatever he wills it to be, and if he wants her to be better, he probably could. He just needs to realize it. His mother, who knows if she's gonna wind up thinking she's even crazier because of all of this shit happening. She was even asking Sid, are you even really here? And especially now with the time demons spilling out just in her basement. So that is definitely going to be a hurdle. So going into the finale, I can see 2 battlefronts. I can see Sid and the Carries protecting baby David from the time demons who want their revenge. And now David and Charles Xavier against not 1 but 2 Shadow Kings. Huh. At first I was wondering how they were gonna find out that Amal Farouk was a monster, what he had done. At first when it showed that the king was the monkey that he had, I was all like, oh, that's interesting, but did the king deserve it or anything? But then all of his supporters being trapped in the minds of all of these orphans that he's gathered as well. Who knows if that king even deserved it, or if it was just maybe a nice benevolent king and Amal Farouk came in and said, I want what you got, and took it. At first I was thinking maybe all of this had happened before and he was just playing the role that he had to and he would change nothing. He was just setting into motion for everything to happen like it had before. But with the introduction of the Time Demons too, I'm thinking that this might actually have real change. I know in the comics, Legion goes back in the past and Charles Xavier dies, and that brings forth the Age of Apocalypse, which, who knows, that may be what happens here. That would be an interesting end to the series. He kills Charles Xavier and rings in the Age of Apocalypse by accident. I'm going to refresh my beer and come back to watch the next one, because I really want to see how this ends. It's not too late. But hit like and subscribe if you like reactions like this. Ring that notification bell to see when my next video drops. And thanks for stopping in on this Vicarious View.